This is Jordan Secchio. Today on Jay Secchio Live, the Trump administration gets a big win in D.C. court. The case is U.S. House of Representatives versus the Trump administration versus the Treasury Department, specifically in Steve Mnuchin. This was the House of Representatives, of course, led by Democrats and Nancy Pelosi, filed a lawsuit against President Trump's national emergency declaration and specifically the allocation of funds to build the border wall. The question, though, is can Congress decide, one branch of Congress decide, hey, we don't like what the president's done with the interpretation of our law, and this judge here has said, no, that in fact, if you don't like this, it's pretty, it gets to the basic role of the separation of powers, is that the court is not going to step in to what is deemed a political question when Congress as a whole could act.
Congress gave the president the authority to do that. Now they can't ask the courts to overturn it. Interestingly enough, Jordan, the only provision of this that actually required the national emergency, the Section 2808 that was used for military construction, President Bush and Obama used that 18 times.
The truth is his administration has been very open to negotiating, to putting together immigration reform and border security simultaneously. It is the left that has been unwilling to move. They will say over and over, well, if you give us basically these amnesty policies or policies like the DREAM Act first, we'll ultimately fund it. But we know from history that never occurs. So you move one piece and the second piece doesn't move forward. So it's got to be simultaneous. But it's not the Trump administration standing in the way of that. It is the far left of the Democrat Party and some of the Washington interest groups as well.